Hi everyone, this is that Lionel 8602 that originally came in a Pennsylvania Flyer set. It has a good solid die-cast shell with some pretty decent details on it. It has a working headlight, as you would expect. The motor cycles nicely through reverse, neutral, and forward. I believe the 8602 was first issued in 2002, but there was apparently an earlier version of the 8602 that was virtually identical to this 1060. I believe it came out in the mid-1970s and had a plastic shell just like this one. This version probably had a switch on top back near the cab that switched it from forward to reverse manually. Interestingly, the drive rods on this modern version look very similar to the drive rods on the old 70s version. If anybody out there had this original 8602 set from the 1970s, I'd love to hear about it in the comments section. I actually bought both of these engines on eBay as a bundle package, $15 for the two of them. The seller said that the die-cast engine didn't run. But after I received it, I noticed that a wire underneath had come detached, so I just soldered it back on, and then it seemed to run just fine. The 8602 is pretty much identical to the 1645, which came out a couple years later. The 1645 there on the left is the one that I used in the Nightmare Train videos. It also came in a Pennsylvania Flyer set, but it had a switch on the bottom that turns the smoke unit on and off. And speaking of smoke unit, here's a look at the operating smoke unit on the 8602. I googled some photos of a Pennsylvania Flyer set that this was a part of. I don't have any of the original cars for that set, but it was a typical starter set that had a nice big coal tender and a box car. And I'm using one of the old 8-inch gondolas, but the one that came with the set was looked from the pictures like it was one of the longer versions of the gondolas. And then the caboose from the set looked very much like this one. And then all of the cars had the word Pennsylvania printed on the sides of them. So let's run this thing around the track and see how it looks. So there is the Lionel 8602 locomotive. Likewise, if you had or have the original Pennsylvania Flyer set that this came with, let me know about it in the comments. For example, how's it held up over the years? Is it still running, and have you added to the set at all? Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.